Welcome to another enlightening podcast from Be Awake, Aware, Alive.com, where we question everything. The bridge between who you are and who you could be. By the Be Awake, Aware, Alive.com team. You know the feeling. It sits in the pit of your stomach, a quiet but persistent hum of discontent. You look at your life, the job, the relationships, the daily routine, and you know, with absolute certainty, that you are capable of more. You have a vision, a dream, a nagging sense that there is a version of yourself waiting to emerge, bolder, more fulfilled, more aligned with your deepest values. Yet here you are, stuck. The gap between where you are and where you want to be feels like a chasm. You've tried motivation, you've tried self-help books, you've tried trying harder. But something always gets in the way. The inner critic, the overwhelming obstacles, the lack of a clear plan, the comfortable pull of old habits, the endless distractions of modern life. The problem is not your ambition. The problem is not your desire. The problem is that you have never been given a comprehensive, step-by-step blueprint for genuine transformation. You have been given fragments, a goal-setting technique here, a motivational quote there, but you have never been shown the complete architecture of change. Enter the blueprint. Our latest book, How to Get From Where I Am to Where I Want to Be, is that missing blueprint. It is not another collection of vague platitudes. It is not a quick fix, manifest your destiny fantasy. It is a rigorous, practical, and deeply human guide that walks you through 20 essential chapters, each building on the last, to create a complete system for personal transformation. The journey begins with the mirror. You cannot change what you do not see. The first part of the book challenges you to look at yourself with brutal honesty. It guides you through a radical self-assessment of your external circumstances, your internal mental models, and the powerful, often invisible stories you tell yourself about who you are and what you are capable of. This is not about judgment. It is about clarity. It is about knowing your precise starting coordinates before you chart your course. Then, you paint the future. But your desire must be authentic, not a should imposed by parents, society, or peer pressure. The book helps you unearth your genuine, authentic desires and then translate them into a vivid, multi-sensory vision so compelling that your brain begins to believe it is already happening. This is not wishful thinking. It is mental rehearsal, a technique used by elite athletes and performers worldwide to prime the mind and body for success. With your vision in hand, you build the bridge. This is where the book moves from inspiration to action. You will learn to build a strategic plan that breaks your grand vision down into manageable outcomes, projects, and daily actions. You will discover how to engineer your environment to make good choices effortless and bad choices difficult. You will master the art of starting the 5-minute rule, the minimum viable action, and the no 0-day principle, so that you never again fall victim to the myth of one day. You will develop the discipline of daily execution, showing up day after day, even when motivation fades. And then, the inevitable storm arrives. Obstacles are not a sign that you are on the wrong path. They are a sign that you are on a real one. This book equips you with a comprehensive toolkit for navigating any challenge, external setbacks, internal self-doubt, and the soul-crushing plateau where progress stalls. It provides a playbook for silencing your inner critic, the relentless voice that tells you you're not good enough. It teaches you the power of the compounding effect, showing how small, consistent actions, repeated over time, produce extraordinary results. It introduces you to the feedback loop, so you can measure your progress, learn from your experiences, and adapt your approach intelligently. But you cannot do it alone. The book emphasizes the critical importance of your social circle. You will learn to build a supportive tribe of energizers, mentors, and peers who will amplify your success. And you will master the art of saying no to the relationships, obligations, and distractions that drain your energy and divert your focus. You will also discover the profound power of aligning your personal goals with a greater purpose, a contribution you want to make to the world that will transform your journey from a self-serving quest into a meaningful mission. And what happens when you arrive? The book addresses the often overlooked challenge of success. It guides you through the arrival fallacy, the mistaken belief that achievement will bring lasting happiness. It helps you integrate your new identity, celebrate your accomplishments, and then, crucially, set your sights on the next horizon. Because the journey of transformation is not a finite project with a completion date. It is a lifelong practice of becoming a daily commitment to growth, learning, contribution, and presence. This book is for you if you know you are capable of more, but feel stuck and frustrated. You have big dreams, but struggle to create a practical plan to achieve them. You are tired of your own self-sabotage, your inner critic, and your procrastination. You feel overwhelmed by the gap between your current life and your vision. You want more than just success. You want a life of deep meaning and purpose. You are ready to stop waiting for one day and start living today. How to Get From Where I Am to Where I Want to Be is not a book you read and forget. It is a book you live. It is a companion for the journey, a guide you will return to again and again as you face new challenges, set new goals, and evolve into new versions of yourself. It is the most comprehensive, practical, and compassionate guide to personal transformation you will ever encounter. Your future self is waiting. They are the person you have always known you could be. They are bolder, wiser, more resilient, and more fulfilled. They are not a fantasy. They are an inevitability. If you are willing to take the first step, that step begins with this book. Visit our online shop to get your copy of How to Get From Where I Am to Where I Want to Be and start building the bridge to your future self today. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Take it now. Don't forget to sign up to our mailing list, follow our social channels, donate if you're able, and question everything with more free blogs and life-changing books at Be Awake, Aware, Alive.com. Thanks for listening to another enlightening podcast from Be Awake, Aware, Alive.com, where we question everything.